Welcome to the Fast Track to jQuery. What we're going to be doing is learning about the basics of jQuery so we can use it in our e-commerce project. Now, if you're watching this outside of that e-commerce project, no worries. We are going to show you how to do it without the need for that entire project itself, because this is really just the basics behind jQuery so we can actually start to use some of these fundamental things in our projects. The other part of this is you will want to have Python 3 installed to emulate a server. So it emulates, how it's going to look on the actual internet. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new directory in my e-commerce project. Now, again, if you're not following along with us in e-commerce, you just need to make a folder somewhere on your system that you know how to get to with your terminal window. So I'm going to make a new folder inside of my virtual environment for those of you who are in the e-commerce course. And I'm going to call this folder Fast Track to jQuery. Yes, it is super long, but that is what we're doing here. And all of this code will be on our GitHub for this e-commerce project here, right? It's going to be in here somewhere. You'll see the folder right away, Fast Track to jQuery like this. Inside of here, I'm going to make a file called index.html. This index file is going to be just a standard web page index file with one exception. I'm actually going to go to Bootstrap, so getbootstrap.com, and then I'm going to use their getting started template. So the starter template right here, I'm actually going to use this. I'll copy that and bring it in here because that actually has jQuery right in there. It has jQuery 3.1.2, but it also has all the HTML related stuff that we want to use for this. And again, if you wanted to, you could actually jump into GitHub and see the documentation or the document that we're working with here. So I also want to change the version of jQuery that I'm using based off of what's here. So I have version 3.2.1, but this slim version, so jQuery 3.2.1 right here, .slim, that means that it's a smaller version. It doesn't have everything that we need from jQuery. So I'm going to go ahead and look for the CDN version of jQuery. If I do a search, I see that there's a CDN down here. That's not it. So we're going to go and look at just a quick search for jQuery CDN. And go to code.jquery.com, and there we go. And we've got 3.x. I'm going to grab the minified version. I'll just go ahead and copy this link, come in here and get rid of my other jQuery and just do script source equals to this, and then close that off. The other JavaScript I don't actually have to worry about, so I'm just going to go ahead and press enter down below it, and then we will have this working in just a moment. The next thing I want to do is I want to emulate a development server. So that means that I have to go to this project. Now, if you're with us in the e-commerce project, you'll know it's in dev, e-commerce, and then it's inside of that Fast Track to jQuery folder. And there's my index.html. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Python 3 and the module http.server. So what this does is it's going to emulate our development server so it actually shows this page showing up on this URL. Now, if you're using Python 2, you can use the model simple HTTP server that should also give you the same result. It's really just emulating a server so we can try these things out in real time. I'm going to close that one out with Control-C and bring back that HTTP server. Okay, from Python 3. So once that loads up, I'm going to copy this URL here and bring it into my actual destination as far as having my project running. Now, if you guys are working on your Django project at the same time, make sure you close that out. Okay, so we've got this hello world. That's great. The only thing I need to do now is actually check to make sure that my jQuery is running. And to do this, we use $ parentheses document.ready function, and then $, or actually we'll just do alert hello. We'll save that and refresh. Hello. Cool. We have it installed, and we are now ready to move to the next step of getting jQuery going.